Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're flipping through Mad Magazine number, 215, released June of 1980. Can you believe that? And our price, 75 cents, which is indeed cheap. But before we do that, please remember, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. That's the best way to support this channel. I'm trying to get this channel to grow, people, okay? And I can't do it without you, without your support. So please consider doing those things. Hitting like, hitting subscribe, leaving a comment down below. If you want to support me in another way, patreon.com/flippinthrough. Link is down in the description. What do you get if you support me? You get a sick set of stickers. Did you hear that rattling, that terrible rattling noise? Well, what else do you get? You get some buttons. You get some beautiful buttons. Ooh, big booty buttons. Right there. These four, the signature ones, which you could also buy if you just want one individually. You can do that. And I'll send you all four of those, plus the Mad Hex, absolutely gratis. $5, let's say, for those. These are the people that I get to thank right now. If I had it all pulled up, but I don't. That's the type of professionalism you get on Flippin' Through. Jacqueline Gosling, Reflection of Perfection, Frank Snyder, Misimo, David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Rod Mead-Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Little Cozy Nostril. Thank you guys so much for the support. I hope that I can keep on earning it. With that, let's get back to here. Get me back. Oh, I didn't do my fun little snap thing. Bummer. Here we have I don't know. I was going to say nice things about this cover, but this cover stinks, doesn't it? I mean, it's just like, just not that good. I'm sorry. So in this issue, biting satires of Apocalypse Now, Different Strokes, and Other Rotten Apples. And of course, down here, at this time period, in the 1970s, Mad Magazine was forced, like all periodicals, to include a barcode. This is something that was new, and they hated it. You might recall there was an issue, I forget which one, where it's like the whole cover was the barcode, and it said like, "We hope that this jams up every register in the country." That's not how barcodes work, though. So it didn't jam up anything. Barcodes can be whatever size as long as the lasers can read them. Anyway, this they always had some fun with it in those preceding, no, not preceding, following. What's that one? Succeeding years. Shocking statistical reveal: much more bacteria and dirt are concealed deep under household carpets than on the surface. This is the bacteria under the carpet. That is the bacteria on the surface. I mean, it was like, it was weird. I mean, that was like, who came up with that one? It's just so strange that they would even come up with such an idea. You guys, I got a polarized lens because somebody in the comments suggested that would help the glare. I don't know what the difference between glare on water and glare on a magazine are, but it doesn't really help. And this is not very glossy. I tested it on some other issues, some more modern ones. I don't know. I just had to figure out this lighting situation. Here we have a house ad for Mad Disco. 30 minutes of wild disco music and insane disco lyrics. Plus, a mad look at disco dancing, disco groups, the disco scene, the disco business, and other all original, never before published disco madness in our special one-shot Mad Disco magazine. For those of you who might not know, these were like little records that were inserted into super specials. And what they call a special one shot is just the quarterly super special that they would do. they would have actual records in. I own a couple, and they're freaking awesome. They're so cool. So you should definitely try to get your hands on if you have a record player. Um, Going into here, this gets a little bit crazy. This is the MAD mystery letter. Ugh. Gets our stamp of approval. Um, Here, this is what it says. Okay, your tricky MAD mystery record in the MAD summer, blah blah blah. Oh, here's the MAD mystery letter. It has 8 different endings. Which surprise ending will you read? Okay, this is the one right there. This goes back to this conversation about the record inserts, because there was the mystery record, and at some point at the end, the tracks, the groove diverged, but it diverged like several times, so that you would have one of 8 possible endings that it could be. And so if you listen to it, you know, I don't know, you have a 1 in 8 chance of getting a different um, ending. That's kind of fun. No, it's not kind of fun. It's really fun. So this is the MAD mystery letter. Holy smokes, this is so cool. The dude wrote it in this spiral. Dear Alfred E. Neuman, your super spectacular day record made a great, big, beautiful, wonderful, incredible, super spectacular, fast dartboard. Um, Yours truly, a mad reader. P.S. What me worry? Um, okay, so that's kind of. I'm not going to read these all. It's like it's insane. I'll make everybody sick. Um, but it does made a super spectacular dartboard, toilet cover, you know, chopping board, whatever. Um, Pretty cool letter, I do have to say. And here we have Apocalypse Now. I don't know, I don't keep that close of track to um, swears in Mad Magazine. It seems like they were always just a little risk averse. Like they aren't going to bring up a bunch of swears. They'll show them like with the hat, you know, the pound symbol, the at sign, exclamation mark, doing that little thing. Um, but I think this is the closest they've ever came to publishing an actual swear. And it's Apocalypse Now, a crock of shit now. Right? I mean, they don't is can you think of a closer example of them publishing a swear word? Maybe a foreign language swear word? I don't know. And this is supposed to be Martin Sheen. I don't know. Even a young Martin Sheen, that is pushing it. I think Marlon Brando, that's a great one. Even Robert Redford from Apocalypse Now, really, really good. Martin Sheen? Nah, nah, dog. I ain't feeling it. This one is, it is kind of wild that they did this because it is such an intense movie. I'm really just surprised that they did it. I don't know, especially this part at the end. The, um, this panel right here. Um, by the shores of Gitchigumi, by the shining Big Sea water, stood the wigwam of Nokomis, daughter of the moon. I know that poem. It goes on forever. So, right now, who's in a hurry? Um, Now, that is Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, the Song of Hiawatha. Why do I know that? You guessed it. If you guessed that Longfellow is from Minnesota, well, you're wrong because I don't think he is from Minnesota. But he did spend a good amount of time in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, and that's why we have a whole neighborhood named after him. We have what you might call it, Longfellow neighborhood in Minneapolis. There's a lake, Nokomis. There's a Hiawatha Avenue. We went ape over that poem. And he's basically ours, just so you know. If you don't believe me, I don't know. Go look it up. I don't know what to tell you, but he did live here. Okay. I just looked it up. I might be mistaken. Where we like him though, so there's that. One day on a deserted island. That's a rough day. Um, and here we have, I don't know, maybe the power couple of Mad Magazine. Hey, can you think of a better team up? I'll wait. A mad look at the future with the energy crunch. Night games under Bring Your Own Lights. What is this? Does this have to do with like Jimmy Carter or something? Names in One Light on Broadway. Um, Non-electric cue card rock concert. Monthly heating oil delivery. Heating oil, that's like that doesn't even make sense where I'm from. They don't get heating oil. That's not in the East Coast. Hell's Angels scooter gang rallies. That's pretty cool. Elevator service elimination during non-peak hours. Cold showers at late season football games. God, he shattered it so cold. This is suburban gas sneaks. I don't know. Harry North Esquire is he's something else. Here we have Matt's TV textbook guide. Um, I don't know. This is one of those like they do ones like this where it's like it's funny. There's cool illustrations because it's George Woodbridge, but it's sort of quantity over quality, and that bumps me out a little bit. Because I mean, how many of these are actually funny? Well, I'll tell you, not that many. There are some that are good, but it's like I don't know. I just got to pass. I'm sorry, dudes. Um, and this, okay, I thought this was kind of cool. Mads, snappy answers to stupid questions, jogging incident. Um, usually it's just one panel, and you have all of the snappy answers right in a row, like three of them, right? Isn't that the tradition? This one, it's the jogger's the same, but you know, he's in a different panel every single time. It turns it into a multi-page comic, and I thought that was a fun little twist. Are you a jogger? No, this is how I get my self-winding watch started every morning. Are you a jogger? No, I'm a criminal on the run. Are you a jogger? No, I'm a baseball outfielder chasing a long fly ball. Are you a jogger? No, I'm a sleepwalker doing double time. Of course, what makes these so much better is all of his answers are related to the person who is asking. So the watch one is at a clock shop. The criminal one, he's in front of the police station. Here's Tony Schuer Bear. Are you a jogger? No, I'm breaking in a pair of running shoes for a friend. Are you a jogger? No, I'm practicing for the Olympic doggy do dodging event. Oh, he's just getting so pissed. Are you a jogger? Okay, I give up. Yes, I'm a jogger. Better you should be a swimmer. I don't know. It's fun. I liked it. And then we'll stay zoomed in for signs we'd like to see. Um, do this, don't do that. Can't you read the signs? Who sang that song? Signs, signs, everywhere there's signs. Anyway, signs we'd like to see. You know I'm excited about this because it's Bob Clark. Look, you have this drunk. Oh, and you have, is that Arthur? Drunks are forbidden to throw up into this. Tossing daily paper and shrubbery, strictly. Verboten. No, they wrote forbidden. But look at these illustrations. I just think that they're so great, these individual panels. I feel like he doesn't get to do this that much, like fill in a whole scene. Um, these women. I don't know, all those women are just so cute. Finish bickering over check before approaching the cashier. I love this old man, this granddad. Parents are required to clobber unruly children. Oh, that's not the granddad. Um, no triads against tirades, triads, Jesus, against postal service while others are waiting. No booing permitted during the lousy parts. Raquel Welch meets Godzilla. Godzilla was great. Spilling beer on lower deck patrons, strictly forbidden. No macho drivers on freeway. I hate it when people do that. Just badmouth being macho, being freaking awesome. No groping, grabbing, or fondling. Poor gal. Well, no, because she doesn't want to be. So that's actually good. Poor guys. Good news for her, bad news for them. The things that you can do to remember your car by. Huh? Thanks to the gasoline shortage, someday we may have to give up driving altogether. Here, then, are some things you can do to remember your car by. Back to your, refrigerator every day for dents and scratches. Bring 2 folding chairs to your drive-in movie. Let somebody backseat nag you on a tandem bike. With the lighter side of the idiot box. That's the television. That's what people used to call that. Now everybody's like, people love TV now. There's no sort of animosity or ill will held towards the television. Here we have MAD's energy crisis. Mother Goose. I thought this was kind of interesting. Well, one, writer Frank Jacobs, artist Paul Coker. Is this just a rehashed MAD primer? Like they were like, oh shit, we can't do another MAD primer. MAD primer for energy crisis. Do it like Mother Goose. Little Miss Muffet turns blue on her tuffet because it has dropped below freezing. Little Jack Horner curls up in the corner. For weeks he's been coughing and sneezing. Old Mother Hubbard had ripped up her cupboard and burned it, which isn't surprising. There's simply no way that these poor folks can pay as long as their fuel costs are steadily rising. Hickory dickory dock, there isn't a car on the block. The pumps are closed down everywhere in the town till next Monday at 7 o'clock. Hickory dickory dock, the sky isn't smoggy or gray. The air's fresh and clear. We can breathe without fear. Could it be life is better this way? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it is. But I don't care to find out. Oh, I could tell what this one was. Will Jack be nimble? Jack be quick. Jack jump into the oil slick. Jack fill bucket. Jack not stop. Jack now icky and smeared with glop. Jack not caring. Jack not pay. Jack now heating his house this way. Oh my God. Here he has a row of pumps. Freddie siphons gasoline. Mike hits tanker trucks. Charlie bootlegs heating oil. All are in the bucks. Freddie, Mike, and Charlie may come off as slobs. Still, in this economy, it's nice that they've found jobs. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all, if I'm being totally honest with you. And then we have, very strangely, a single spy versus spy in the book. Here you have a white spy skin diving. You don't even get a cool build up. This is the 80s. Antonio Prohías, kind of an old timer. Puts a mine down there, puts a little thing. Oh, they're just toys, and he plays with the toys. And then he kills. Technically, he killed himself. Well, I guess you could always say that as spy versus spy, right? The 60 Minutes Return of the Draft. This one is so cool to look at. I didn't read it though, which I mean that's no surprise to anybody who watches this with any type of regularity. it's just really fun. I think I've remarked about this before. It's really cool to see um, Jack Davis do this because he'll do like more straightforward caricatures, and then they're interviewing people who are just totally fucked up looking and like just really cartoony. And I really enjoy that. I really enjoy that style when he's doing these. Um, do I enjoy it more than when he's doing like all silly? No, I don't. I like all silly, but at least it's a oh, here's Mike Malice. Um, at least it's a fun alternative to what he normally does, I guess. Even though I don't like it as much. Here we have another day on a deserted island. Katoof. Oh, look, this is just sound effects, and they send sound effects back. How about this though? The Mad no tip cards. I kind of listen. I don't want to sound like um, Steve Buscemi in what is it? Not Pulp Fiction. It's Reservoir Dogs. But yeah, I don't like tipping. Remember what tipping used to be for? It was for a job well done. Now we tip for any job, no matter how badly it's done. And we usually over tip for a job that's done the way it should be done. Well, here's your chance to change all that. Since you're probably too chicken to leave no tip at all for a bad job, just cut these out, place them in an envelope, and discreetly hand out whenever necessary. These mad no tip cards. For the waitress, oh, you forgot the onions on my burger. You forgot my Coke and French fries too. So I'm sure that you will understand when I forget to leave a tip for you. To the shoe shine, man. The job you did on my shoes is fine. That's not what I'm knocking. The tip that the tip you're not getting's for the shine you slopped all over my stocking. I like this barber one. You cut off more hair than I wanted. You sliced me up, drawing blood twice. As a barber, you're really a butcher. Here's my tip. Get legal advice. You're getting sued, dude. I I don't know why. It's like Dick DiBartolo. Why is Dick DiBartolo trying to write poetry? This doesn't make sense. Dick DiBartolo is a really good writer, and so it's kind of interesting to see him. It gives me a greater uh, um, appreciation for Frank Jacobs to see how badly a good writer like Dick DiBartolo does um, on that. Does a bad job. Anyway, different strokes. I don't know. I don't give a shit about different strokes. Here, finally, we have the last day on the deserted island. Shoots the flares and then burns himself down, I guess. What species would we all like to see become extinct? The Susan B. Anthony dollar. The Susan B. Anthony dollar. Yeah, apparently the Susan B. Anthony dollar was not popular. Why was it not popular? Because it was like the same size as a quarter. That's why people were giving away money accidentally or losing money when they accepted a quarter rather than a Susan B. Anthony. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Uh oh. Oh, look at this, babe. That's messed up. You guys shouldn't do that type of thing. Anyway, hey, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.